DC here. Hi, guys and gals. Well, it's Monday, and Monday, as usual, is Tag Day. So I have just finished doing Jasmine's 5 questions, so Monday's tag, so the last 5 questions, and now we'll go on to Dave Nicholson's last Saturday tag, which actually has 8 questions and not 7. But we'll get to that. I guess there was a little, an extra question kind of slipped in. There's 2 questions for. So, Dave, hope you're well, and I'm going to try and do my best to answer these questions. Okay, let's get into it. Question 1: which is worse, failing or never trying? Well, if you never try, you can't say that you've failed, but can't say that you've succeeded either. Which is worse, never trying, as far as I'm concerned, for most things. And I do say most things because there are some things which you should probably never try. And if you did try, you knew in advance you'd fail. If I tried to defy gravity by jumping off a cliff, I would fail, and I would. It's better never to try, So there are things that it's probably better. But which is worse? Overall, in many things, it's failing. At least you can see, was it something that I could do and I need to try again? Or you will see if it's something that's really out of my possibilities, So yeah, I guess that would be it. Yeah. Question 2: when was the last time you listened to the sound of your own breathing? Well, I guess if you think in the meditation type of things, where you kind of meditate and listen to your breathing in and breathing out, and all that meditation action, all the actions that go into meditation. It's been a darn long time. I don't even really know. I mean, if you're thinking like sometimes, well, let me see. Actually, might not have been so long ago. I had a medical checkup at the beginning of the year, and when he would tell me, he was checking me, and he said breathe in, breathe out, and so on, and I was listening to the sound of my breathing then. Yeah. So actually, no, it hasn't been that long ago. That would be beginning of the year. Okay. Question 3: what's something you know that you do differently than most people? Making vlogs. Most people that I know, actually, the people that I know over here, I'm the only person that actually makes vlogs on YouTube. I'm not saying that I'm the only person that makes videos. I mean, people these days with their phones make little videos and stuff like that. But I actually am the only person I know that does something like that. That's different to others around here. And if I look around where I live, I mean, I'm the only one who ever walks around with his camera or something, and is talking into it. Yeah, so that would be it. Question 4. That's the first question 4. The first question 4 was, what does the American dream mean to you? Well, as everybody answered up to now, is that I guess it doesn't mean much to me not being American. But when I was a younger man, one of my cousins, a few of my cousins actually went off into the States. Either married, they married with ladies from the South or what, and they became Americans. And in a way, for me, looking at them and seeing how they were getting along was kind of an American dream. They were doing things that maybe we just saw on television. But as far as I'm concerned, especially if I live in Switzerland, now that I live in Switzerland, the American dream is something for Americans, yeah. But of course, let's get back to that one, actually. And this is something that my Spanish professor, who's Mexican, corrected me the other day when I was talking about something that was American. And he said, we're all American. And I thought, like, yeah, actually, I've said many times in my vlogs, North American, talking about Canada and the United States, and most of Mexico within there. So actually, the American dream should be considered. It should not be the USA dream, but you know what I mean. Everybody kind of mixes, especially in English. In English and in French, you'll mix these two together. When you say American, you mean United States. But if you're of all the Hispanics, they will say estadounidense, but meaning basically the United States, because they considered if you say American, they will consider themselves in it. Okay, that was just my a little side road there. Question 4, the second 4. Would you rather be a worried genius or a joyful simpleton? Well, actually, I guess like everybody, I'd probably rather be joyful. Now, I guess if you're a simpleton, you don't realize anything's going wrong. So usually, if you're a joyful simpleton, at least you're a simpleton and you're happy. To be a genius and to be worried all the time, who wants that? I mean, actually, I was going to say I see enough people which think they're smart, but spend their time, fretting over things, and they're not happy people. No. Okay. Question 5, which probably is now question 6. Question 5. If you could instill one piece of advice in a newborn baby's mind, what advice would you give? Well, now, let me see. How do you do that? But anyway, I was going to say search God. If you're able to, to find your full potential in that aspect, you will have a stress-free life? No, but you'll have an accomplished life, as far as I'm concerned. Yes. Okay. Question 6. What is the most desirable trait that another person can possess? Could it be honesty? Honesty. I have known, though, people that were so honest, put it this way, that they became a pain. You know what I mean. I think, though, that honesty and faithfulness are nevertheless the two most desirable traits that somebody can possess. Yeah. What I was getting at, though, about honesty, I mean, sometimes you work with people that they think they're doing the right thing, but they haven't checked all the options, and they just kind of basically don't take into account anybody's feelings and stuff like that. That can happen. And people that are supposedly in their heads always doing the right thing, but you do have to take sometimes into account what's going on. And I'm not saying to be crooked and lie and so on, but sometimes you think you're right until you realize that until you realize that you're wrong, because until all of a sudden you realize that there was a variable that you didn't take into account. Anyway, that's another side road once again. And question 7 and last, which is actually 8. What are you most grateful for? Being alive, my family, my family, my grandkids, and I'm grateful that. Okay, once again, my theology will get in the way for some of you, but I'm grateful that I'm a child of God. But the fact is that I'm grateful for my life, for my family, for my wife, my children, my grandchildren. like I say, yeah, that's pretty much it, actually. My friends, yeah, very much so. Is that it? It is. And I'm up to 10 minutes. That'll be it. Thank you, Dave. And that'll be DC signing off. Take care, everybody, and have a good week. Bye-bye.